So I finished the lining. I just hand sewed it, and then I actually went back over it. Since this is a child's dress and not a woman's dress, I stitched right on top of the seam that I had already used, or the stitching that I had used originally to sew in the zipper with. I just stitched right on top of that. So this is the tool that this is the presser foot I used. It's like called the stitch in a ditch or whatever. So that front piece right there, you line it up with your already stitched line, and then it helps you keep it straight. It's a really useful foot. So here you can see that's the hand sewing stitches that I did. I was catching the edge of the fabric, and this is where on the opposite side I used my stitch in a ditch pressing or machine foot to sew in that stitching line. And so on this side of the fabric, it has caught the fabric, and it's just going to hold it in there really tight. I think it would be fine to hand sew on just a woman's dress that you're going to hand wash, but since this is going to go in the washing machine, I'm just doing this extra stitching just for extra durability. I've already hemmed the bottom of the dress, and I just used a rolled hem foot, which looks like this, and I'll do a little demo on a scrap piece of fabric so you can see the effect. Okay, so for the rolled hem foot, you fold it like this once, and you put that underneath the presser foot, and then you take this and you light it up into here. There we go. So now what it's going to do is it's going to roll it for you as you send it through the machine, and it's going to stitch it down. This is only for lightweight fabric. It won't work on denim or heavy canvas or anything like that. So you can see over here, let me take it out, that it has just turned and tucked under my fabric and stitched it up all in one step. Normally, if you didn't have this foot, you'd have to turn it over once, press it, turn it over a second time, press it, then send it through the machine. So if you have a lightweight fabric and you're doing a lot of hemming, this will save you a ton of time. I also like to go over it one more time, because like here it looks like it only turned it over once. Like it's supposed to turn it over once and then twice, but I must not have angled it in there just right. But this is still salvageable. I don't have to redo this. I just take off my rolled hem foot and I put on my regular foot there, and I will just line it up kind of centered over this, and just go over it a second time. And what that does is it just doubly secures that hemline, and that way when you wash it, if you see like a few frayed edges like that, you can just snip them off, but you know that your hem is not going to unravel because you've doubly stitched it. And there we go. That's that. This is, so for a fabric like this, which is like a broadcloth, it is pretty easy to fold and iron, and it'll stay put and it's well behaved. But for a fabric like this that is shifty and slippery and not well behaved, this is definitely the best way to hem it. So I'm just going to demonstrate that one more time. I folded it and then I stick, oh, I have to change my foot. Okay, so to change the foot, there is a lever. Let's see if I can show you. There's a lever right here. I just press that and my foot drops down. And then let me just slip right there. So I'll put this one right underneath it. And I have to line it up. Okay, so I have to line up that bar right there with this. There we go, and it lines up, and now it's on there. I can put my thread. It goes like right down here and through there. And now I can turn my fabric over once, line it up with the edge of that foot, and get ready to hold it and guide it into that rolling part. Okay. Alright, so that's all there is to it. I hope that you get to try out one of these feet. So the last thing I need to do is get in here with some scissors. This is the bottom of this. I cut it at an angle because triangles don't fray. And then now that I've gotten it loose, I can trim it with my pinking shears. And I highly recommend using pinking shears because it's fast and it's effective and it's traditional. This is what was used for almost everything until the invention of the serger. So unless you want to serge these, serger costs, hundreds of dollars. Pinking shears cost like, I don't know, 20. And it's just so fast. I just love pinking shears. So here is the finished dress, and it's beautiful. It's going to twirl beautifully, and I hope that you enjoyed this series of videos.